Lesson 6, Aerobic Respiration. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to recall that aerobic respiration provides energy for work. Explain how glucose and oxygen are supplied to respiring cells and how carbon dioxide is removed. Explain why respiration is increased in exercising muscles. Explain why gas exchange in the lungs is increased during exercise. Your body needs glucose in order to release energy. Most of this comes from the digestion of carbohydrates. You also need oxygen. When you breathe in, oxygen enters the blood in the lungs and travels around the body in the bloodstream. The oxygen and glucose react in your body to produce carbon dioxide and water. The reaction gives out energy. Glucose plus oxygen goes to carbon dioxide plus water and the release of energy. This process is called respiration. Because it uses oxygen, it is also known as aerobic respiration. The energy from aerobic respiration is needed to drive many processes in your body. Examples are muscle contraction, building proteins, and sending messages through nerves. Both glucose and oxygen pass from the blood into cells by diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of a molecule from an area where they are densely packed together, a high concentration, to an area where they are spread out, a low concentration. Cells in the body are supplied with glucose and oxygen by tiny blood vessels called capillaries. They have very thin walls, just 1 cell thick, so that substances can diffuse through them easily. A working cell will be respiring and using up glucose and oxygen. This means that there will be a low concentration of these substances inside the cell and a high concentration of them in the blood capillaries next to the cell. The oxygen and glucose will be able to diffuse into the cell. Carbon dioxide is made by respiration in the cell. This means there is a high concentration of it inside the cell and a low concentration outside the cell. The carbon dioxide will diffuse out of the cell into the capillaries. When you exercise, your muscles need extra energy to contract. This energy comes from respiration, so the rate of respiration needs to increase. You take in more oxygen and remove the extra carbon dioxide by increasing your breathing rate. At the same time, your heart beats more quickly to take the oxygen away from your lungs to your body cells more rapidly. This maintains a large concentration difference between the gases in your lungs and in your capillaries. Gas exchange occurs more quickly. More oxygen diffuses from your lungs into your blood, and more carbon dioxide diffuses from your blood into your lungs.